This is Call Me Didi, a podcast all about empowering you to become your best self while having a bit of fun.
Didi? What do you mean by that?
Didi, like your virtual big sister. Welcome to Call Me Didi. I'm your host Diva.
And I'm your host Sanchi, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast.
Welcome. Are you excited, Sanchi, for this podcast?
Oh my god, I'm so excited. We are re-recording our episode.
Yeah, sorry for the fake welcome excitement. This is actually a re-record of episode 1. We've done this before, but we just weren't convinced that was good. So we're redoing this.
Yes, because we want to provide you with the highest value.
Yeah. Although we believe in progress over perfection, but that episode was just bad. So we had to redo it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's start. Let's get into the episode. So, I want you to introduce yourself, Diva, but here's a little challenge for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use what you do, where you studied, where you're from, anything of that sort. You just have to introduce yourself as yourself. Go.
Damn. When I was thinking about this, I was like, this is like writing your dating bio. But no, I think I'm like a true Capricorn.
Okay.
So it's like so hard to talk about yourself like this. But you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to put ourselves outside our comfort zone and actually put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a kind person.
Okay.
I think I have a good heart.
Yes.
And I love very deeply. And
I like that.
Yeah. I think I'm a bit of an empath as well. So I'm quite affected by other people's energies. So if like I go into a room and the energy isn't right, I feel like I get quite affected by it. I am working on this though, and I think I have gotten better in the past few years, but I am very sensitive to other people's energies. I'm also ambitious and I love working. I love learning new things and I love growing as an individual and growing in my career. So I think that's like a big part of me. And I think, okay, this might be unhealthy, but I tend to derive a lot of value from the work I do. And I am artistically quite challenged.
Ooh.
So
what do you mean by that?
I can't sing, I can't dance, and I can't draw or paint. Like I have tried. I've taken salsa classes. I have tried to do group art things, but I just suck at it and I have no interest in it. And I am introverted as a person. So I like spending a lot of time by myself and I'm happy doing that. But like, I think I'm like, what do they call like extroverted introvert? So with the people, the company of the people I enjoy and I love being around them, but like other people not so much. And I can't stand small talk. Like
I know that.
Yeah. If you try to make small talk with me, it's just no, not for me. But that's all I have here. I'm sure through the journey of this podcast, I think you and I will get to know each other better, but also
Ourselves.
Get to know ourselves better as well.
Yeah.
But also the audience will get to know us as well.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm going to throw that question at you, Sanchi. Tell us about yourself without telling us about the things in your life.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm Sanchi and I am a very spiritual person, but I'm not religious. I'm more of a creative person. And most of the times I take decisions from my heart and my intuition, not so much logic. I'm full of passion and ambition to live my best life. And my purpose of life is to inspire other people to live their best life by being authentic and live the way they want to live, not how other people tell them to live. Other than that, I think I'm a very extrovert person, but I also really enjoy spending time with myself. So I don't know where I stand in terms of introversion, extroversion, because I do get energy from talking to new people, but I also get energy from spending time with myself. So I don't know if there's a term for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's me.
You might be the opposite. I think they're called introverted extroverts.
Introverted extrovert. Really?
Maybe. But anyway. Okay. Thanks for that, Sanchi. Thank you for sharing. Do you want to tell us why we're starting this podcast?
Yes. Oh, well, FYI, guys, Diva and I live together.
Yes.
And, well, if you want to see behind the scenes of us having fun, how we live together and just doing random shit, follow us on Instagram. It's called Call Me Didi podcast. So we live together and we have like really interesting conversations a lot of the times when we go for walks or like whenever we are sitting together. And we like tend to share a lot of advice with each other. And so we were like, oh, I think we are very interesting. We should start a podcast. I don't know why I think that we are very interesting, but yes, we are. And so we are starting this podcast.
Yeah, I think we're both on our own journeys of growth and self-development, and we're always like challenging ourselves and setting these goals. And this podcast is truly one of the ways of putting more vulnerable and authentic selves out there. And for me, like I said, I'm quite introverted. So this is a true challenge. And I thought, you know what? Let's do it. And we want to share this journey with you guys.
Yeah.
20s in general is such a challenging time for people because you're navigating such big life things, like you're navigating your college, post-college, relationships, career, family, marriage, not getting married. So I feel like it's so challenging, and we want to use this as an opportunity to build a community for people who are navigating this time of life. So yeah, we want to share our journeys with you, and we want you to take what you can or what you want from it. But more than that, hopefully this is an opportunity for us to build a community where we can learn from you guys as well.
Yeah.
Through this journey, because I am in my like mid to late 20s now. I hate to say it, and Sanchi's in her early 20s.
Yeah. And I also just want to put it out there that I think there's so much noise outside what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. But I think everybody's journey is so different and unique to them and their experiences. I feel like we can all learn from each other in some way or the other, but it's always your choice what you want to do with your life and how you want to do it. There shouldn't be a pressure on following one path. It's unique to you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just want to end our episode with a little bit of stories and background about us, because even though we have introduced ourselves, I don't think anybody knows us and our background. So yeah, Diva, do you want to take us through your story?
I'm going to keep it pretty short, but I'm going to go from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Where I was born. So I was born in a small city called Firozpur in Punjab. And I am Punjabi, but like I think I've only ever lived in Punjab when I was that young. My dad was in the army. So pretty much my whole life, we moved cities every 2 years. And I've lived all around India, across north, middle, and also south of India. So I have lots of interesting experiences just from being an army kid. And then after my high school, I relocated to Melbourne, Australia for my undergraduate studies, where I finished my bachelor's. And then from there, I moved to Adelaide. And now I live and work in Adelaide. I live with Sanchi. I've moved houses pretty much every single year since I've been in Australia. So yeah, I've moved around in my life a lot. And yeah, now I work here. I finally feel a bit more settled now. And I am excited for this new journey of this podcast.
Yeah. When do you think you're going to move next?
I don't know, brother. I think something I've learned in life is to just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
To have goals and ambitions and dreams, but recently it's just about embracing where you currently are. Mm-hmm. So right now I want to enjoy this time in my life, but who knows if I'm going to continue living in Adelaide or not, or we don't know yet.
That's true.
Okay. Tell us about yourself, Sanchi.
Yes, about me. I am from Chandigarh, India, and my childhood was like really good, I would say. Like it was full of laughter, so much love around me. I came from like a semi-joint family where we all lived in one house, but like different floors. And I'm like really grateful for it because I feel like I had a pretty normal, happy childhood.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Great childhood.
Great childhood. So I feel very privileged for that. And then around mid 2018, I moved to Australia. I was 17 and a half years old at that time. It was a huge step for me, and that really changed my life because before that, I was a pretty underconfident person in India, I would say. Like I was not confident in myself, in just talking to new people, I wouldn't feel comfortable at all. But once I moved to Australia by myself, I had to navigate everything on my own. I just grew more confident as a person because I was like, well, I can do this. I proved it to myself that I can. And then with time, I just became more confident as a person. So, university time was really good for me, but it was also full of challenges. But it was the best time of my life, and I would never trade that time for anything. And yeah, so then I moved out of Melbourne. Now I live in Adelaide with Diva, and I work in marketing in the e-commerce industry, and I love it because I get to meet so many amazing founders who have built their businesses, and it's just really inspiring to be around people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my journey.
Awesome. Fun fact, Sanchi and I are very similar people as well. So we both work in marketing. We're both vegetarians. We both try and eat mostly healthy food.
Yeah.
We both love our walks. And yeah, we live relatively similar lifestyles.
That's true.
So, but we're also different as people. That's just like the pure energy of us. Like you said, you're very extroverted. I'm more introverted.
Yeah.
So yeah, we still have difference of opinions here and there, but mostly our life is quite similar.
I think which is why we've been living together for more than a year now, and it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it can be bad.
Yeah, we all have housemate nightmare stories.
Yeah. But I think just this is my best experience living with someone until now.
Oh, what a compliment.
Yeah, anyways, we're going to end the episode now. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, YouTube Music. We're everywhere.
Yes, and follow us on Instagram. We intend on posting a lot of BTS content there. So we not only want to share, obviously, our learnings and everything that this podcast has, but we also want to share the journey of actually building a podcast. If that's something you ever want to do, like we said, we want to be really authentic in ourselves. So our Insta is where it's at.
Yes.
So follow us. Anyway, we'll catch you on our next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.